Looks like James Johnson's time with the Chicago Bulls is over. The Bulls have agreed to trade the forward to the Toronto Raptors for a first round pick. It's not going to be Toronto's first round pick, which would be probably a lottery pick and would be real nice. It's actually going to be the pick they got from the Miami Heat in the Chris Bosh deal. So the Bulls now own the first round pick of the Miami Heat this year, which is guaranteed probably to be somewhere in the 20s, much like the Bulls' own first round pick. Um, the real reason behind this trade is the Bulls are gathering assets. They don't really need James Johnson. He does not play. With the return of Noah, he was probably just going to be the healthy scratch, the inactive every night. So it's nice for him to go to a team that is going to give him a chance to play, hopefully. It's interesting that they traded him to a team that they're playing on Wednesday, that they didn't at least maybe wait till after the game to ship him out of town. But besides that, the real purpose of the trade, this trade deadline is 2 days away, about a little under 48 hours now. Thursday, about 3 o'clock, I think. The Bulls are collecting assets to go after a possible shooting guard or another point guard, maybe, or maybe another big, even though I don't think there's a big out there for him to get. Um, Trading Johnson away, get another draft pick, puts them just under about $3 million under the cap so they could absorb the contract of a guy like Courtney Lee, Anthony Parker, any of those little names we've heard of over the past couple weeks. The big name is OJ Mayo, who I don't think Memphis is going to give up, especially with the recent injury to Rudy Gay. He's out for a couple weeks now, and Mayo's going to probably get a chance now to redeem himself after his subpar season, his 10-game suspension. Another guy that's been in the news today is Marcus Thornton of the Hornets. Don't really know why the Hornets are looking to trade him, and I don't know if the Hornets are going to be interested in the picks as low as the Bulls are going to own. I think the sources say they're looking for a mid-round pick, maybe end of the lottery, just out of the lottery, where the Bulls are not going to have that between them and the Heat. Maybe the Bulls could package those picks to move up, but that's more of a draft day trade, not in-season trade. So I'm not sure what the Bulls are going to do. They don't have the room to get Mayo just for draft picks. They would have to trade somebody. I don't think they trade Taj or Turkish Delight Omir Ashtik for him, just because they can't afford to get that thin up front with the possible injuries to Boozer or Noah down the road. They'd have to trade Bogans or Brewer or Korver, and Bogans probably be the only guy they trade, except I think Thibodeau likes him. I don't think you really want to trade Keith Bogans to get OJ Mayo, even though OJ Mayo is the only guy I would make a trade for at this time, because he's the only guy who's a real upgrade. Courtney Lee's nice. I'd like him, but I think he's going to be a free agent this summer. You can probably go out and get him. He'd be a nice fit next to Derrick Rose, but is he a real upgrade over Korver or Brewer? That's the real question. Obviously, anyone's an upgrade over Bogans, but Bogans is in there for a purpose. He is starting to hit that shot that everyone said he could hit, that he did not hit all season long, but he's hitting it now. So I'm not sure what the Bulls are going to do. I'm not sure if they're just collecting draft picks maybe as assets down the road for the summer, or if they really are going to make a push for one of these guards. I can see him maybe getting Anthony Parker, but is he really that much better than what they have? I'd much rather see them go get a third point guard. Maybe someone who can handle the ball a little bit better than CJ Watson. Maybe just run the offense, play a little defense, allow CJ Watson or Derrick Rose to play a little bit more off the ball instead of always having to handle the point. Not sure who's out there. Maybe a TJ Ford, but I think he's making too much money. I think the best thing the Bulls can do, hold all their draft picks, wait till after the deadline passes, hope that guys like TJ Ford or Rip Hamilton would be an ideal fit if he gets bought out in Detroit. I would love to see Rip Hamilton on this team. I think he would have just an instant. I mean, he's not a great defender. He's a good defender. He'd be an instant upgrade. He could take everything those other guys do and do it combined. And he can give you 25, maybe not 35 minutes a night, but he can definitely give you 25. And he can get his own offense. He can run those screens just like Reggie Miller used to do, run through all those screens, hit an open three. I think Rip Hamilton would fit very well, especially playing for a coach like Thibodeau after he's played for guys like Larry Brown and Carlisle. So I think that's the Bulls' best bet is just wait. Wait. Don't bother trading someone like Taj or any of your key players. If it's trading Bogans, that's fine. But I definitely keep Brewer, I keep Watson, I keep Korver, I keep Taj, and I keep Omir. You can't get rid of those guys without replacing them as well. And I don't know if the Bulls are trying out these D-leaguers because they are going to maybe send two of these guys away and they're going to bring in a guy like Chris Richards who they're familiar with, or maybe John Lucas III again. I'm not sure. It's going to be an interesting couple days to see. But yeah, James Johnson, I wish you the best of luck. I hope you do well in Toronto and maybe a more wide open offense. Maybe they'll give you a little more time because no one had any patience for you. Vinny Del Negro didn't really have a lot of time for you as a rookie, and you just never fit with Thibodeau. You just were always seemed to be jacking up shots every chance you got. You were a nice energy guy who came in, but you just couldn't be relied on. You'd have a flash early this season, and then you just were awful. You did real well in the D League for 2 weeks. Toronto's not much different than the D League talent-wise. So best of luck, James Johnson, to the Toronto Raptors for a first-round pick belonging to the Miami Heat.